You mentioned that there were other sites that could be opened in addition to Alligator Alcatraz and Camp Blanding as future detention sites. Did you have your eye on anywhere in particular?
Well, so Camp Blanding is up in Northeast Florida. It does have it has a runway. I don't know that it would be as equivalent to Alligator Alcatraz because the runway is not as big. You may be able to move people right out of there, but you do have Cecil Field that's very close to that. So when we look at this, it's really what makes logistical sense. Again, I'm not creating the Four Seasons for illegal aliens. I'm not detaining just to detain. Like, that is not what we're doing it because there's a process involved for deport. Even the ones that have had the final order of removal, which is most of the people at Alligator Alcatraz, there still is some process that goes through that. So if it's detain, go through the process, and then be able to remove, that's something that we have an interest in being able to help facilitate to be able to increase those numbers. So I think Blanding would have the capacity to do a couple thousand. We initially were planning on just kind of opening that right away, but what I noticed as it was coming, DHS was sending people to South Florida, but we thought it'd be a little bit more, and then we waited for the flight, and the flights have started. So we want to get a sense of that cadence, I think, because yes, we're getting reimbursed for this, and so any of these people that are complaining about the money, the state's getting reimbursed. It's this is money that was actually going to paying for them to be in hotels in Manhattan. So I think most people would say it's better for this than for that. But that's a federal call. It's a policy decision that they've made. So you shouldn't really worry about that. But at the same time, you know, it's like, to be doing this, if it's not leading to, you know, real significant cadence in removals, then I'm going to wait for that. Now, if I have confidence that it will, and I think it will eventually, once that happens, then we'll go. And so Kevin Guthrie's ready. I know that they did put out the bids for it. I don't think that they've awarded the bids because we want to make sure that we know kind of what's on the horizon. The cadence is picked up down in South Florida, but we want to make sure that we're doing that. And here's the thing, as the cadence picks up, your capacity effectively expands dramatically because people will be in for a short period of time and then they go, so you can constantly backfill. So if you got a couple thousand spots, you know, it's not like it's the static couple thousand people indefinitely. It's ideally would be you go in and then you get out pretty quickly, and that's our objective. And we remind people, you know, we do have options for you to short circuit that whole process if you're here illegally and simply go home on your own with a ticket. Now you'll be escorted. They're going to make sure you get on the plane, and there will be oversight. You're not going to be able to abscond, but you will be able to return to your home country without having to go through all this.